Today, people are taking to the streets again to protest the country's current leader, Nicolas Maduro. Venezuela's self-declared interim president, Juan Guaido, called for the walkout. He's trying to ramp up pressure on Maduro. Yesterday, Guaido was barred from leaving the country by the Supreme Court. Let's go to Caracas now. We've connected with Armando Armas. He is a member of the National Assembly in Venezuela and a critic of the Maduro regime. And Armando Armas, thank you for taking the time. First of all, you were just on the streets at a protest. What's the mood there like?
In that sense, I wanted to clarify this. So he's the legitimate president because we didn't have a president before, because he's a de facto dictator. Because last year, he made a fraudulent election. The protests today were amazing, were nationwide, hundreds of people, thousands of people in the streets, and there was a little repression by the organs. I mean, today, because in the late days, in the past days, past week, we have had the overwhelming repression that put into jail more than 1,000 people, children among them. So this is a tragic situation, but there's a lot of hope and there's a lot of determination within the people.
And what does the support from the United States, from Canada, other countries mean to you and to the National Assembly? Well,
the first back that we had was the Lima Group, which Canada belongs to. But I don't want to undermine the support of the United States, which is it's very good. And in Canada, President Trump and Prime Minister Trudeau, coming from different ideological positions, they show us and they show the hemisphere and the world that this should be a bipartisan issue. So that's on the first instance. But on the other hand, the majority of our neighbors in Latin America are supporting the Venezuelan cause. So the Lima Group, more than 20 countries within the hemisphere, and also the democracies in the world. Tomorrow, we're going to have the European Parliament accepting Juan Guaido as the legitimate president in Brazil. That's what the Antonio Tajani, the president of the Euro Parliament, just said a few minutes ago.
And now we're just showing some images from a year and a half ago, and this is of you, and there was bandages on your head. There's always the potential for violence. This is something that you experienced in July of 2017. We're looking at that aftermath at the National Assembly. Can you remind us of what happened then and tell us about the risks for you, the citizens in the street, and also for Juan Guaido?
Yeah, a year and a half ago, I almost got killed. I survived. I survived from a assassination attempt at the National Parliament. Orders of the orders sent by Nicolas Maduro and the nomenclature were sent to the National Parliament to attack us. And fortunately, I survived. We tried to defend the little amount of republic that remained here in Venezuela. And of course, we're taking risks because for the first time in history, we're dealing not with a failed state, but with a criminal state. We're run by thugs, and that's how they operate. And they've been there for 20 years.